still alive for that story. They couldn't believe I did it. Caroline White. She couldn't believe it. She was like, oh my God. She said, I'll never forget. She said, because you could see them. And Fred Thompson, the dude from Law and Order, he was turning red as hell. And after the show was over, I went right by him. He was having a drink. I was like, you're going to need another one because you know that motherfucker gone, doctor. He was like, you son of a bitch. Yeah. I was like, you call my mama a bitch again, I'm going to bust you in your fucking face. I did. I told him to. Yeah, man, I was young and from Memphis, too. You couldn't tell me shit. I don't know. Mm-hmm. That was right before I did Def Jam. Then did Def Jam and couldn't go nowhere.
Can we? Okay, cool. Making sure. Cool. All right, folks. We're back again. It's your boy Kenny Miles, Soul to Soul, sitting with Lester Bibbs. We just heard the craziest story. Like I'm still kind of,
Oh,
so
man.
I'm gonna continue down that path, man. Because we have some mutual friends, and they were telling me that you had gone through a rough patch,
Ooh, yeah, when I had cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah.
And
that
I mean,
was,
I would like to hear that story, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure people that are out there, want to hear your testimony because, I mean, there's some people that's come out of that, that's trying to get out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we want to hear about that, man.
Man, I was diagnosed back in like 2006 with pancreatic cancer. And they would treat it, it would go, it would treat it, come back, go. But I was getting sicker and sicker. Going through the Western medicine, all the stuff that wasn't working. My son found this doctor online, Dr. Sabi. He was a little kid then. So, a kid bring you something, This is YouTube. What's a YouTube? You know what I'm saying? It's a doc, he talking, I'm young. I want to play Xbox. I'm in I'm 38, somewhere up in there. He take it to my mom. My mom know I'm sick. At that point, I gave up pretty much. She researched the doctor, tell me to give him a chance. So I started paying attention to stuff. And my ex-wife's father came by one day, and I told him who the doctor was. He researched him. He was like, man, that guy owning something there. You need to pay attention. So, it made me sit up like, oh, okay. So and I went in, I started paying attention. I gave him a call. And he had me come by, talk to me, asked me what was going on, had them send my records over. He looked, told me what I needed to do and take and how I needed to eat. I'm looking at him like, I'm like, you just paid $300 for this? You changed my diet?
Right.
I hate you. I felt like Jack and the Beanstalk. I got some magic beans. But I started doing what he was doing. I noticed I was feeling better day by day. First week it took me a minute, but after that it was like boom, boom, and I started noticing. You cut this, you cut that, you eat this, you eat this, you eat this, you eat this, and I started feeling better. And I would stray away and go back to the other stuff and get back sick again, So finally, my son, he was at that age, he was just now turning 14, because he's 16 now. And he was like, you think you can get healthy enough to see me through high school? I was like,
oh, wow. Yeah, that'll.
I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. He said, because, sometimes you're on track, but then I guess you got to have a chicken wing or some fries. I was like, man, have you been talking to your mom? This is cheating.
Wow.
So I started buckling down and taking it serious. And, a few days later, he died. So I really took it serious because now all of a sudden, this doctor, when I say Dr. Sabi, for people who don't know him, he's the only doctor that could cure every single disease, and the Supreme Court bagged him up. They took him to court and it backfired. Then, he died shortly a few years after that. But, they tried to kill him. I mean, he was 84. He could drop to his knees and jump right back up at the age of 84. So when he went home to Honduras, that's when they got him. They said somebody robbed him, shot him in the back of the head. At first they was telling his wife, he had pneumonia. So I don't know which story was true, but I know he had a bullet in the back of his head when he came back. So, and they killed him. To me, the most important piece of our history, medical history, that we've ever had. I mean, you talking about no chemo, because chemo don't work 97% of the time. It's only designed to make money. The doctor, this is how it is. Let's say y'all have chemo for $15,000, and the insurance is going to cover the $15,000. All right. So I know that. You come in. I know what kind of insurance what you got. So I'm like, I'm going to bill your insurance for $15,000, all right? But I'm going to charge you $5,000. I'm going to take the other 10 and put it in my pocket. That's how chemo works. And it don't work 97% of the time, so why are you using it? Why are you using it? To make money. Because it don't work. If Ford Motor Company made a car that blew up 97% of the time, would they be in business? No, they won't. They'll be out of business. Wow. You feel what I'm saying? So why are they? Because it's making money. Yeah. That's exactly. If they wanted to wipe out breast cancer, selenium is a drug that they can wipe it out in generation after generation after generation. But the U.S. won't allow it because the money is in the treatment. Not in the cure. This man knew this. All you got to do is eat a certain way. What he did was simple, which if I could have thought of this, he removes all the mucus out of your body. Do you know what that does? No disease can survive without mucus. Point blank. Wow. None. He was brilliant. They took away a brilliant man. His family's still running this stuff. He's Dr. Xavier out in Los Angeles. You can Google him or what have you. YouTube this man. Don't take my word for it. I'm living proof. I'm 53 years old. I know I've seen some of my classmates, God bless them. I'll be looking at them like, damn. Y'all ain't got long. You got that insurance paid up, man. You ain't got that little lizard. I don't think they're going to pay off it. Quick. I'm just saying, cause, that man took me from looking hideous and sick to the state I am now in remission. I went in remission fully March 11th of this year. I'll never forget that date, ever. Wow. March 11th of this year, I got that call, and they was like, Mr. Bill, we can't even find any traces that you ever had cancer. I was like, what? I was like, who playing on the phone? Because, I got a stalker. I do. I got a stalker. That's too, crazy, bro. Yeah.
Here in Atlanta,
Yeah, man, that is insane.
That's
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's a stalker. I'm like, stop playing. Click. They called back, and I look at the ID. I was like, Cancer Treatment of America. Hey, how you doing? I was just playing. How you acting like it's a girlfriend? So what you up to?
What you
Don't holler at me, Kansas Tree. I got them cookies.
Right.
And they told me the news, man. I'm sitting in the bed in a hotel room in Memphis. I raised up and I was like, I can't believe it, and then I checked it again. And I stood there and I went to the mirror. And I looked and I turned it out for real, man. I was just posing and looking. I was like, I'm start back working out. And then I said, it's going to be it. I'm going to hit the gym like I did before I got sick. And I went down there and I hit the gym. And I got up the next day and I was walking. Don't y'all let me hit the gym no more at my age. Right. But yeah, I started eating right and got back into shape. I'm still hooping now.
That's what's up.
I can't believe I'm hooping at my age and effective. I don't want to get out there and embarrass myself, but I'm only taking the ball out like AC Green.
Right.
No offense, AC.
Right.
That was his job when he was with the Lakers. That was it. That's all he did. Somebody else think about that's my job.
Right.
He could bounce past it. Chest pass, he was doing it.
That's crazy, man. So yeah, wow. you heard it from him. You know what I'm saying? I think, and that's a great way to look at it, man. I had a surgery back in November, and it's funny, all the medication that they was giving me wasn't working for me, but it was like you said, you know, some of the natural things that people were telling me. I was like, this is interesting. So I stopped taking it.
Yeah.
But you know, y'all, that's a good testimony.
Because you're young. How old are you?
43.
Oh, yeah. See, I got underwear that age, man. A little apple brown now. The banana gone. I think he black as hell. And the grape was a raisin. Heard it through the grapevine.
Okay.
Y'all remember that commercial? You remember that?
I definitely
Little dancing raisin. Y'all remember Little Dancing Raisin? I remember Little Dancing Raisin.
I do remember that. Now, I want to ask you, Lester, do you have anything like material that's out there, like albums? You know, do people do comedy albums?
We recorded a comedy special.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the Stardome, a place I'm going to in a couple of weeks. But I have not released it yet because I released it right before I was going to release it right before the election, thinking Hillary was going to be the president. So my whole special was about a female president. So I got to reshoot that because it is orange bastard. we edit. We edit out a lot. I know that's jumping the gun. There's no way the country would vote for him. We just had a black president. Wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Putin voted for him. Putin pimping Trump. You know what I'm saying? Trump, now, this what he's doing to the little Mexicans is wrong, too, you know? He just then gonna wear his little wife who don't like him, gonna wear the jacket and knock the hand all out. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't do that touch, you know? And had the Who Cares jacket. Trump don't like people of color, but he orange. And orange is the new black. Orange is the new black.
I was gonna say.
Orange is the new black. He know better though, man.
I think I want to take
them little kids gonna build a wall. I was like, how you gonna build a wall? Who you think building the wall? Mexican build a wall. You think they gonna build a wall for you? No, they talking about we gonna make them build it. They gonna have booby traps all through that motherfucker. They gonna get they come through quick. They gonna be coming up. Weed sales is gonna go through the roof. You gonna have all kind of clearances. He's talking about Mexico. They gotta compete with the dispensary, so you know damn well. They gotta make some adjustments. Let them build a wall. Let them build a wall if you want to.
We'll be right back.